I don't really like commenting on other people's performances, so whatever he may be going through at the time affected his shooting, but I needed to bring my best, and then that's what I did.
And that happened this week when you won in a shoot-off. Now we get set for the mixed team gold medal match featuring Korea and China. Korea seeded number 1, and China, the team you're looking at right here, the number 2 seed here in Antalya this week at stage 2. China beating the Australians by 4. Sorry about that, Taylor. Turkey by 7, and Great Britain by 7 as well. Cui Yuan on the left, the female archer in this partnership, and Jing Yu on the right. We saw him this morning as China picked up a men's team bronze medal. And all the cameras are out as they try to capture the golden moments here in Antalya.
During all their preliminary matches, China have the highest scores over Korea, so we'll see what happens here, but finals is a whole different ballgame.
It is, isn't it, when you get out there? It's one thing to shoot during the elimination and the qualification rounds, and I've talked with other archers about that. You're over there on the field, there could be 100, 200, 3 other people shooting all at the same time, but here it's just you and the other guys.
Yep.
And everybody's watching.
And you're facing a giant big screen right in front of you.
A little disconcerting, huh?
No, I actually really enjoy it.
This crowd enjoying it here on a Sunday afternoon in Antalya. Beautiful weather, beautiful day, beautiful setting, and this should be a good match. The Koreans 3 better than Belarus. They also beat the Russians by 8 and knocked off Mexico by 4. Kibo Bay teamed up with Lee Sung-yun. 2 world-class archers for Korea. And Kibo Bay to shoot first. We saw her this morning picking up another gold medal. And we'll see her later on in individual competition in the women's bronze medal match. A rare 8 for Kibo Bay.
A lot of the competitors have been going to that 8 at 3 o'clock today, so we'll see what happens now. Lee with a solid 10.
Yeah. So Mr. Lee with a 10. And Korea off to a decent start. Now Jing Yu for China, 22 years old. And that 10 matches the 10 by Lee Sung-jun.
Great start, great shot to start the match.
Cui Yuan, who's going to be busy this afternoon too. She starts off well. And China actually takes a 1-point lead after the first 2 shots. So back to Kibo Bay, the Olympic gold medalist. In fact, not once, but twice in London last fall.
There's a 10.
That's more like the Kibo Bay we've come to know.
Certainly is.
She won the gold medal by 1 point over Aida Roman, whom we just watched.
9.
Just outside the 10 ring. The 37 points for Korea to start off the mixed team gold medal match. The pressure is always on, isn't it, Taylor, when you're up against Korea? They're relentless, they don't let up, and you can't afford to let up either.
Not at all. They're a very big powerhouse in the world. China's doing really well at the moment to keep the pressure on. See how the match goes on.
Jing Yu with a great shot. So now Cui Yuan, who was on the Chinese women's team that finished 9th this week here in Antalya, and she puts one on the line. They'll have to look at that and determine whether that's a 9 or a 10. Care to wager?
My money's on a 10. It looks like it's in from here.
You thought it was in. All right, Taylor Worth, we've got him down for a 10. So we'll have to find out. Korea definitely with 37 points on the first 4 shots. So will it be 38 or will it be 39 points for China? Either way, it's a good start. They'll have the lead. The question is how much of a lead? 1 point or 2 points? Now, a month ago in Shanghai at stage 1, it was Korea facing Mexico. That day, Oh Jin-yek was paired up with Cheng Han-jin. And Mr. O wasn't quite as sharp, but Cheng Han-jin was on target and helped Korea pick up another gold medal as they defeated Mexico. Today, it's a different duo of Kibobe and Lee Sung-yoon.
Scores are posted, 39 points in the 2-point lead.
So they do indeed call that a 10. Taylor Worth was right.
Doesn't happen very often.
Not your first time at the rodeo, though, is it?
Not at all.
Wow.
Dead center for Kibobe.
Looks like she's found her groove.
And needs to, as China has come out, sent a message. They're going to challenge today in this mixed team gold medal match. Good start for Korea, though, here in the second end. There can be no let up if China hopes to win the gold medal. They'll call that in and call it a 9. So now the woman who's making her first appearance in a World Cup event, she shoots a 9 as well. 1 point goes back, and the lead for China is down to 1. Sometimes you wonder who's going to blink first.
Definitely. Let's see what Korea can do now. 9, just out of the 10.
Kibobe, consistent shooting. She will participate in 3 matches today. The women's gold medal match this morning, where she picked up another gold medal, trying to win gold here. And she'll shoot for bronze in the women's competition this afternoon.
Another 10 by Lee.
So Mr. Lee comes through with another 10. So they sandwich 2 10s around 2 9s in that end. Pick up 38 points. And there's a 10 by Zhu Ying. A 10 right here from Cui Yuan would allow China to maintain a 2-point lead, and that's exactly what happens. They tied for 38 points in the end, but that allows China to maintain that 2-point lead.
That's a dead center X too.
So great shooting by Cui Yuan. And Kibobe and Lee Sung-yoon in a match right now. First time that Korea's been challenged all day. The 2 medal matches this morning easily decided in Korea's favor. But now China challenging, leading by 2, 77-75 after the first 2 ends.
8 arrows in and only dropping 3 points. Very impressive shooting. Not to take anything away from Korea, they've only dropped 5 points out of 8 shots. So solid shooting this afternoon.
Especially under these conditions. It looks beautiful for those at home who are watching on television, but if you're standing on that shooting line, those wind conditions are tough.
Yeah, you really get a feeling of appreciation when you're out in the wind, but you just can't see it behind the screen.
So Korea, for the first time today, trying to come from behind, and the 8
points
is not what Kibobe had in mind. She'd like a do-over on that shot.
I think everyone would.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
There's
But a great
solid
shot
10.
right there.
Great teamwork.
18 years old and unranked. Lee Sung-yoon did finish 5th in the men's competition this last month in Shanghai. So he's another one of those great Korean archers on the come right now.
9.
Ming Yu with a 9.
Almost the same spot as his one last end, so being consistent. And there's
Sweet
a 10.
with the 10.
That's what you need to be in this sport. You need to be consistent. And China's showing that really well right now.
China going for the gold. Kibo Bay trying to bring her team back.
That is a dead center X, just off the spider.
X does mark the spot, and she found that spot. Gets back some of the points she gave up with the 8 on the first shot of the third end, and there's another 10. So 3 straight bullseyes after an 8 to start off this third end. And we've got one of the best matches of the day going on right now. The ball is back in China's court. And an 8 makes things more interesting.
That is not what you need to do at this stage in the competition.
So a 9 would tie things up. A 10 would allow China to maintain the lead. And it's just inside the line. It is a 9, so we're back to where we started the match.
Exactly, but the match will be decided now with 4 hours to go.
So Korea, so strong mentally. Even when they fell behind by 2, they're not fazed by that at all.
Yep. Just proves in this sport, you never say die.
Never.
Anything can happen, and that's just proved it right now.
So the arrows being retrieved, being brought back. 4 more arrows to be shot, 2 by each archer, to decide the gold medal in mixed team competition here in Turkey on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Hope you got exactly what you want. Got some free time to watch stage 2 of the Archery World Cup.
It's got to be a good present right there.
Oh yeah. Just having some quiet time, you and your computer.
Yep.
Watching the live streaming video from Antalya, Turkey. Brought to you by the World Archery Federation and our crack production crew from Hit the Roof. Nobody does it better. Bringing the pictures and the sounds and the sights.
What can Korea do now? A solid 10.
Kibo Bay can fire a bullseye.
I think that's the first time I've seen her smile all day.
She's at work right now. So a 9. Release Sung Yun.
There's a small crack in that door.
Very small. But this means if China's able to shoot 10s from here on out, they'll get the gold medal. Big if. So there's a 9, and that means Sui must shoot a 10
to tie it back up.
Tie it back up with 2 shots to go. The plot doth thicken.
There it is, another X, dead center.
You gotta love this.
2 arrows, tied score. What will happen?
Kibo Bay has been in this position before. Not unaccustomed to the pressure, and she comes through again.
We have ourselves a match.
And takes a little bit of the pressure off of Lee Sung Yun.
9.
And he's just inside the line, so that'll count as a 9. So China must pick up at least 19 points to send this to a shoot-off. Back-to-back bullseyes, it's over, and they've got the gold medal. Jing Yu.
Oh, that's very close.
Very close.
Spotters are calling it in.
Great grouping.
They will get the judge to look at that one. 10 to win.
9 to tie.
It is a
10 to
10.
win. And China has done it.
Amazing
China
shooting.
has done it. I don't know if you would call it an upset, Taylor. They were the second seeded team, but to knock off a team like Korea and win the gold medal, fantastic shooting by these two archers from China. Xing Yu and Sui Yuan. Tremendous match back and forth. And when it really counted, they came through in the clutch.
It was great performances under high stress and pressure. They performed really well.
So a major, major victory.
And as I said earlier, China had the highest scores throughout the ranking and the preliminary matches. And it just proved here today that they can take it up against the best.
We should have done a little wagering. Called somebody in Las Vegas and placed a bet. Next time you speak, I'll listen. They're waiting for the official score, and there it is. They looked it over, inspected the arrows, and China has pulled off the upset. Not a major upset, I wouldn't call it that, but it is an upset, defeating Korea by 152 to 151. Fantastic shooting by the team from China, and Coach Duell as well.
Only dropping 8 and 9 points respectively between them in 16 arrows.